We have new releases out for Revit 2026 of Naviate Structure and Naviate Rebar. You can find all the information on naviate.com, and here you can read about Naviate Structure and the new feature element detailing create drawings. We also updated licensing logging and release and refresh for both Naviate Structure and Naviate Rebar. Inside element detailing, you have the possibility to analyze, group, and number similar Revit elements. And in this project, I've created a couple of Naviate filters and used them to group and analyze and number. So I have a couple of prefabricated walls, and now we have added the possibility for you to create views and drawings directly from element detailing. So if I want to create a drawing for my prefabricated wall here, I can go to drawing settings and set up what kind of views and sheet I want to create. So in this case, I'm going to use just a front elevation, one section, and here I can also select what kind of section I want to create. I also want a 3D view. If I want, I can add a schedule to my sheet. Then I can select the title block, and I want to create multiple views on one sheet in this instance. And then I can save this as a setting. So this is going to be my wall setting. And then I can select one or multiple of my walls, and I can select what kind of setting I want to use for them. And I have the possibility to create my views and drawings with the create drawings feature. So this will create all of the views and also place those views on the drawings. If I want to go to a drawing, I can use this open sheet, and it will open the created sheet with the created views. Then I can continue to annotate and detail my prefabricated wall drawing here. One thing to note is that when we create the sections, they will always have this hide scales cursor then in 1:1. This is so you don't end up with a lot of unwanted sections on your drawings. Of course, you can just select them and change this afterwards. So if I want to see, for example, where my sections are placed on this view, either I can change this to the scale to 1:1, and I will see the sections pop up, or I can change that setting in my views. I will see where they are created. If you want, you can also remove your created drawing here with delete sheet. That will only delete the sheet, not the views. And if I want, I can then continue to do drawings for my other filter settings by selecting the drawing settings, or again, go in here, add something, maybe save this as steel, select multiple like this, and use my setting. So in our Naviate for Revit applications, we have done changes to how we handle login and release and refresh of licenses. So previously, if I didn't log in, I had to restart Revit to log in again. But now I can log out here from Naviate. I'll get the message that I'm logged out successfully, and I will not have access to Naviate anymore. To log in again, I can go to Naviate Login and use my credentials to log in again. This will give me access to my license again and my features. We also added the possibility to release and refresh a license. And that is mainly if you have been away from your computer for a long time and you've lost access to your license. Instead of having to close Revit, restart again to get your license, you can use release and refresh to refresh the license again and continue working with your Naviate.